They say high school is the best time of your life. But for some, it's just 4 years of survival. And for Ava Carter, survival meant keeping her head down, avoiding the spotlight, and hoping the cruel laughter in the hallways wouldn't be meant for her that day. But no one knew the storm she had quietly trained for. No one expected the girl they called Mute Mouse to explode like thunder in the middle of the gym. It all started with a proposal. Ava wasn't popular. She didn't own fancy makeup or walk the halls with a glittering group of friends. But she was kind, brilliant, and surprisingly brave enough to write a letter to her longtime crush, Logan Hunter. Logan was the star of Ridgepoint High's basketball team. He wasn't cruel, but he hung out with people who were. The in crowd, led by Bella, who had a dangerous smile and a laugh that cut deeper than any insult. Ava didn't expect Logan to say yes to her prom invitation. She just wanted to try, for once, to be seen. She slipped the note into his locker and walked away before she could second-guess herself. The next day, everything changed. In second period, whispers spread like wildfire. By lunch, someone had printed out her note and taped it to the gym doors. Desperate Ava wants to dance with Logan, it said in red Sharpie across the top, with her handwriting displayed underneath like some cruel exhibit. Laughter followed her wherever she went. Ava skipped lunch and cried in the girls' restroom. She felt stupid. Exposed. But worse than the humiliation was the silence from Logan. He never said a word. Never defended her. Never even looked at her. She decided she would never do something so brave again. But it wasn't over. Later that week, the gym was packed with students for the pre-prom pep rally. Ava sat in the far bleachers, trying to disappear. But Bella and her group had other plans. Bella called Ava down in front of everyone. "We have a surprise for Ridgepoint's bravest prom queen," she said into the mic, smirking as the crowd laughed. Ava froze, heart pounding. Before she could react, 2 other girls grabbed her arms and pulled her into the center of the gym. Then it happened. In a flash of cruelty, Bella reached out and ripped the front of Ava's shirt. The gym erupted in gasps and scattered laughs. Ava's face turned red with shame and rage. She stood there, trembling, clutching what was left of her shirt, her eyes scanning the faces. No one did anything. Not even Logan, standing off to the side, watching. That was the moment something snapped. Ava dropped her hands. She stood straight. Her breathing slowed. The mocking faces around her blurred as her focus narrowed. Her father had trained her in Taekwondo since she was 9. She hadn't practiced recently, not since he passed away last year, but every move, every discipline, every rule was still in her bones. She took a step back, locked eyes with Bella, and said quietly, "You shouldn't have done that." Bella laughed. Then Ava spun, and her foot sliced through the air in a perfect roundhouse kick. Bella never saw it coming. The sound echoed as her shoulder was knocked back, and she hit the floor, stunned and silent. The gym went still. The laughter died. Everyone stared. The girl they mocked, the quiet one, the shy one, stood over the queen bee of Ridgepoint High. Her chest heaved, her eyes steady, her strength undeniable. A staff member rushed over, but it was too late to undo what had been witnessed. Bella was suspended. So were her sidekicks. The principal tried to keep it quiet, but students had recorded everything. The video hit social media within minutes. It didn't take long for the clip to go viral. What shocked people most wasn't just the kick, it was Ava's face. She wasn't smiling. She wasn't gloating. She looked hurt. Human. But strong. Logan reached out the next day. He apologized. He said he hadn't known what to do. That he should have stood up for her. Ava listened quietly and then said, "You knew. You just chose not to." She walked away. In the weeks that followed, everything changed. Girls started standing up for each other. More students came forward about bullying. The gym incident sparked a movement that brought hidden cruelty into the light. Ava didn't go to prom. Instead, she spent that night training alone in the quiet studio her dad had once built in the garage. Not because she had to fight anymore, but because she had found her strength again. She wasn't just a girl who kicked back. She was a girl who stood up. And she made everyone remember her name, not for how she looked or how loud she was, but for the moment she chose not to be silent anymore. Because courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it arrives with a single, perfect roundhouse kick in the middle of a gym full of cowards.